What's up, good people? What's up, good people? Let me get relaxed here. Relax your body and let your conscience be free. You're now coming to the sounds of the I'm Krista Dom One. Ooh wee. What's up, people? Sorry. I had that mask on. Mask interrupted my beard flow. But Don Squad in the house, stand up. Salute. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Thanks for coming to another live stream review of The Walking Dead Graveyards in the Sky episode. All right. So before we get into it, rate, comment, subscribe, share this content with your friends, family, and followers. Hit the notification bell so when you see the latest dribble come to my channel. And support the channel, all right? Support the channel. Any little thing you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated by giving it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, by subscribing, hit the notification bell, sharing the content with your friends, family, and followers, your loved ones, okay? Now, let's get into it. Oh, and before we begin, I know a lot of people say this. Yo, who you be talking to in the live stream? I normally do these live streams because it's a whole lot quicker than just uploading a video, all right? Making a video, editing in it, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, we're going to get into this. All right, so we got a doozy. This is The Walking Dead Beyond Worlds, and the episode is titled Graveyards in the Sky, right? And before we get into it, why they came up with this clever title for an episode, it was during the episode itself when Hope was talking to Elton, and basically was saying his Hope got this from her sister. The stars in the sky are supposed to be dead, and that thus comes the title, the saying "graveyard in the sky," because Hope and Iris believe that the stars are dead. All right, so that's why they came up with that. All right, and there's Damien. There's, goddammit, Autumn. All right. So yeah, that's why they came up with that title for the episode. Now, this episode is about the fat kid that loves Kate. I think his name's Shabash, whatever his name is. And this was his introduction. This was his bio, because all the other characters got them a bio run, and I figured it was just only a matter of time before we hear his bio. And basically, this was a sad episode. All right, this kid has been traumatized by his father. His father, in the beginning, when he was younger, his father was like a real dad. He was loving, caring, kind. But as the years went on, I don't know, something probably happened in his life to make a new change and a new identification to the father. Now the father is more crude, rude. He beats his kid. He beats I forget his name, Shabash, beats him and beats his wife, all right? And they have to deal with this stuff. And everybody in the neighborhood knows what type of person he is, okay? Even the neighbors know, okay? So this one started off where his father's laying in the hallway, all bloodied up, and he is laying in the kitchen all blacked out. And to make a long story short, basically, the only time he reacts this way is like in defense, when he's when his back is against the wall, so to say. and the anger takes over him, and then he just simply blacks out, and he doesn't remember what happened. And he feels he has this burden about him that he feels like he's responsible for his father's death. All right, and his father died. Died and became a zombie. Now, at this time, this was like an innocent time of when people would die and turn into zombies. It wasn't a huge thing when you talk about the original Walking Dead, when you see nothing but zombies. When you talk about the Fear the Walking Dead, when you saw zombies in, like, certain parts of the city. All right. And when you talk about The Walking Dead Beyond Worlds, I think this was the early stages of it, before they knew they had an epidemic, similar to what's going on with COVID-19. All right, that's pretty much how that worked. And man, I'm getting the hell out of this goddamn drive-through. Man, I'm not gonna sit up here and goddamn it take all freaking day to get a goddamn. I wanted a damn tea, man. God damn. All right. So, yeah, where were we? Okay, so Cyrus. I'm gonna say call his name. I'm gonna call him Cyrus. All right. And I apologize for butchering people's names. But like I told you in the beginning of these reviews, I'm not too fond of the characters. None of the characters are memorable. None of the characters I really want to follow, like the original Walking Dead, the OG Walking Dead, and the Fear the Walking Dead, because they got some iconic characters that, I basically watched the show for the characters. With The Walking Dead Beyond Worlds, I'm watching the show for the story and how this is ultimately going to play out. All right, so he has a flashback. Okay, yeah. Going back to Beyond Worlds, they're living in a time where people died and they became zombies, but it wasn't a huge. It was an isolated incident. In other words, okay, nobody wasn't really putting the pieces together of why people were turning into zombies. And they didn't realize, there's a virus in the air that's completely normal to regular humans. But when they die, they become Walking Dead creatures. All right. And this was like this. And I feel like these episodes are even before Fear the Walking Dead. All right. So, it's like in other words, Beyond Worlds is like the time we're living in today, how we're dealing with COVID-19, and that's how they treated the virus to them, because they didn't know it was really a virus. All right, so his father died, and he blames himself because he feels like he's the reason why his father died, because he doesn't remember that. All he remembers is they had an argument. He kept pushing him, and he started protecting himself. All right, and he started hitting and hitting until he beat his father up very, very bad. All right, so this is on the heels of last week's episode, where everyone felt like he killed Tony. And he also killed the Jonas brother guy. I can't think of his name right now. I had his name in my head and I can't remember it right now. I apologize. Okay. And they found Tony's body and he was next to it, but they couldn't find the guy that the Jonas brother guy. All right. And I had his name in my head and I just can't remember it right now. Okay. So they had a somewhat of a trial, because they were trying to piece everything together. Everyone thinks that he did it. Okay, well, Hope thinks he did it. Huck thinks he did it. But when you talk about Elton and Iris, they feel like he didn't do it. All right. So as they're trying to figure it out, the ones who feel like he didn't do it, I felt like the one who went the furthest for Sares being not guilty is Elton. I apologize for that. I'm trying to piece everything together in my mind. And Elton was the one out of the whole group that felt like he was totally innocent. All right. So ultimately, he already gotten out of the handcuffs. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? He already got out of the restraints. And he wanted to just say a farewell to Iris, and thanks for the thumbs up, guy. And he wanted to say a farewell to Iris because he felt like that was, he was leaving the rest of them, and he started his own journey. He left the group, all right, and basically, Elton wanted to follow him. He wanted to go find him. All right. And that's when Elton and Hope started arguing back and forth about Ceres. And basically, it came out that, and she couldn't, because Elton was looking at it like, look, even if he did do it, you don't just dump your family, because he considered all of them as his family. And he said you just don't run from family, you just don't just leave your family. And then I guess the burden got too, and she been wanting to tell Elton about the incident with Elton's mother, excuse me, and Irish mom, Hope's mom and Hope, and she basically just gave it up because she been wanting to tell Elton that she felt like she's responsible for the death of Elton's mom. All right, and as she was explaining it, she explained it exactly how I said in a couple of live streams. Because the way how they filmed it, you really don't know if the gun went off in her hands. All right. All you see is a flash of light. You see Elton's mom drop to the floor. And you see Hope drop the gun. But you really don't know for a fact that it was Hope the shooter. All right. It wasn't Hope's mom that shot, because Elton's mom shot Hope's mom, and she dropped the gun, and then Hope picked up the gun, and all you saw was a flash, a bright light, and then you see Hope drop the gun. But Hope always kept that burden to herself, that she felt like she's responsible for Elton's mom. And then she really started feeling guilty when she found out that was Elton's mom. All right. So she really was in the dumpsters about that. Okay. So everybody splits up. All right. It was a group of 4. Now it's a group of 2. All right. So Elton and Ceres are I don't know if they're walking back home or just making a life for themselves. All right. You won't know until next week's show, and that's a 2-hour show. All right. So you don't know what's going to transpire there. And you don't, Iris and Hope and Huck, and I forgot the guardian for Hope and Iris' name. I keep forgetting everybody's names. And they still continue their journey. All right. Now, the cold part of this episode, we find out that Huck is related to the lady with the 3 circles on her jacket. That that had a bloody massacre at one of the towns. They ended up killing everybody there. All right, and there was a guard. I mean, a soldier there that was feeling guilty about it, and then she I guess warned the other guards in a way and alerted them, and then they arrested that guard, and then that guard was screaming out that what we did at that town was wrong. It was wrong. He kept screaming it and screaming it, and then she even feels guilt about that. Okay, but she's looking at it as it was something to do. They had to do it. They were ordered to do it. Okay, now who's doing the ordering? We don't know. All right, so the truth comes out. Okay, Hope tells Elton that she killed Elton's mom, so that's out, and that the cat's out on the bag of that. Everyone knew about Silas and his past, and everyone assumed that he killed Tony and killed the Jonas brother look-alike. I keep forgetting his name, and I'm trying to think of it, but I apologize. Okay, so we don't even know if this guy is still alive or dead. All right, we do know Tony's dead, but we don't know if we don't know for a fact that the kid is dead. Okay, and this could be all a scheme from the kid, and the kid might be working with Huck. Okay, to break the group up, like how the group is now. Everybody's broken up and they're going their separate ways, and Huck is in on it. Okay, but when they started that scene, I knew the only person was going to come through that door to talk to that lady with the 3 circles on her jacket was Huck. Okay, because in a process of elimination, I was eliminating everybody, and then the lady asked Huck, is the package still there? Is the package still there? She's saying yes. Now, we don't know if she's talking about Iris, if she's talking about Hope, is she talking about Elton, is she talking about Silas? We won't know until the 2-hour mid-season finale next Sunday, which I don't watch it until Monday. All right, but all in all, like I said earlier in this live stream, it's a very interesting story because you wanted to see how all this was going to fold and play out. All the smaller storylines, how they're going to play out to the bigger picture of everything, and the way how they did it. All right, so I like the story. Don't get me wrong, but the characters are, none of them are memorable. So, and I said it when I did this live stream, when I did it a couple of weeks ago, I said, yo, I just want to watch and see what happens next, okay, with the story. And now that the story finally got somewhat of a conclusion, now, you know, why am I watching it now? Okay, I'm watching it now because I done invested in this series. All right, that's why I'm watching it now. But the best part of this storyline found its conclusion a couple of days ago. Now they're progressing the story about this elaborate scheme, how Huck has become not with the group, having another agenda. She's more of a spy against the group. And now you want to wait and see how that plays out. And when you look at the next week's scenes, they're interesting scenes. Okay, but you know, it's one of those things that when I first watched this show, like I said, none of the characters are memorable characters. I really don't identify to none of the characters. It's not the fact that I dislike the characters. They just don't have a lot of substance or interesting story. Characters. I mean, they're just not really developed characters. All right. They're sort of developing on the fly. And sometimes that could be a good thing, and then other times that could be a bad thing. And I feel like that's a bad thing for this new show. Now, I've been telling a lot of people, I just don't see how this show is going to it's going to be like The Walking Dead, where it's going to be 8 seasons in. I feel like this is one of these type of shows that if this show ends after 3 or 4 seasons, I think that's what they ultimately, that's fine with them. All right. When you talk about the creators of The Walking Dead, when you talk about the writers of The Walking Dead, they'll just go on and make another show in the Walking Dead universe. Okay. And I can see The Walking Dead taking a page from Power, even though I'm not a huge fan of Power. How 50 Cent has has these ideals of other characters from the Power show integrated into their own shows, all right, and making spin-offs and stuff. Just like the Fast and the Furious. I heard Vin Diesel wants all the characters in the original Fast and Furious to have their own movies, all right? And it's coming from the Fast and Furious universe, okay? How many times you're going to keep making the Fast and the Furious, all right? So now they're taking the characters from the Fast and the Furious, and now they're making they're having movie ideals, all right? And the same thing is happening with The Walking Dead. I think The Walking Dead Beyond Worlds is really in tune for the younger crowd, the younger demographic, the younger viewers. Anybody that's a huge fan of The Walking Dead, they're gonna watch these episodes, but I don't think they're gonna be totally invested in these episodes, because from the simple standpoint of it's from the Walking Dead universe, but it's not like the original OG Walking Dead. And a lot of people were saying that about Fear the Walking Dead, how they couldn't identify to it because it wasn't like the original Walking Dead, and it was not supposed to be that way. When it was first introduced, it was supposed to be in modern time, and as you watch Fear the Walking Dead, I think they're on their 4th or 5th season, maybe their 6th season. They have evolutionized the world around it. It done gotten worse and worse and worse, like a waste zone, like a wasteland. That's the correct terminology I want to use. Like a wasteland, similar to the OG Walking Dead. Okay, a lot of people seem to forget the Fear the Walking Dead. It was set in modern time, and if you watch it from the first episode from the first season to this upcoming season, you will see a difference. Okay. And it just evolved into the OG Walking Dead universe. And when you look at the Walking Dead Beyond Worlds, they sort of skip times. They sort of be like in modern time, but it seems like they are more advanced. They're like the future of the OG Walking Dead and the Fear of the Walking Dead. They're trying to establish towns and cities and things of that way and things of that nature. Government. They're trying to bring back all that stuff that they once had, and you can see them building to that point. All right. So to me, I'm not a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of The Walking Dead Beyond Worlds, but it's something I don't mind uh giving it second thought. Okay. So, that's all I gotta say on it. I can't wait. I can't wait till the 2 hour event, and I want to see how that plays out. Okay. But we won't know until next week, and that comes at a good time. And then they're going to be on hiatus, and they probably won't bring Beyond Worlds back until next year. Okay, early next year, but they haven't made a date for it. I know when they're in their mid-season finale, that's when the OG Walking Dead starts, and I don't think they're going to be having it alongside Beyond Worlds, having Beyond Worlds. I mean, the Walking Dead, the OG Walking Dead running first, and then Beyond Worlds, and then you still got Fear. I think maybe they'll bring it Beyond Worlds back like in the springtime and go from there, or they might just have them all three running at the same time. I don't know how they have it set up that way, but to me, I think I've seen enough of Beyond Worlds. Is there interest there? There's a little interest, but it's not a huge there's not a huge interest in going back to that world. I mean, I just wanted to see how everything played out, and it played out like I expected it to play out. But it's an interesting story, and the story's still somewhat interesting, okay? Because now we got to find out what's Huck. Well, that is supposed to be her mother, but how did her mother make her agree to be a spy for the other for Iris and Hope and her love interest, because she does have feelings for him, or maybe she doesn't have feelings and she'll just playing a game. So it could go that way. So to me, the Fear the Walking Dead, Walking Dead Beyond Worlds, we're just gonna have to wait and see about the 2 hour event. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a live stream on that. I may not. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling, because when I watched Sunday night's episode yesterday, I didn't really want to do a live stream on this anyway. I want to do a live stream on something else. Not to say it wasn't any good, not to say it wasn't dramatic. It was some sad moments there, but it's just Walking Dead Beyond Worlds is going to have to grow on a lot of people, and you can tell it's really made for the younger audience, and the younger audience can identify with these characters, and they can grow with these characters. Okay, they're teenagers now, but like 3 or 4 seasons in, they're going to be adults. Okay, so we're just going to see how it plays out, and it's a decent show, but I always want to do a review on it. And like I did a review on the Fear the Walking Dead on this very same YouTube channel. And right now, the way how I'm looking at The Walking Dead, okay, OG Walking Dead, it's always a must watch. Fear the Walking Dead is a serious watch. And Beyond Worlds, I can see me skipping episodes, maybe skipping seasons until it gets interesting. Okay, but it's one of those things, and I had fun with it, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about and elaborate on. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm Chris Don One. Be sure to check out the content that I'm gonna be uploading pretty soon. I'm gonna do another live stream on a real controversial topic. I might do it today, or I might do it sometime this week, but it's something that needs to be addressed, needs to be talked about. I'm up out of here. Deuces, guys.